So, I'm making this video. If you click the thumbnail, you might be a little disappointed, but I'm gonna make it up for you. The last video, I made a promise in there saying I would get the fire cape if I got 10 likes. If this video gets 10 likes, I will release me getting the fire cape. I'll do it. I just need 10. I feel like that's a reachable goal. I'm going to be honest, every video I got up to that point, 3, maybe 4, so I really thought 10 was like a hard to reach goal. And no, I clearly... Also, I realize I have nowhere to point. This is a beautiful background, but it kind of covers a lot, so let's fix that really quickly. Now, I have somewhere to gesture to. Like I said, I'm editing these videos, I'm learning about editing. It takes so much time. That last Pokemon video, that was almost an hour and a half of talking, and I scrubbed it to down 35 minutes. But it took me so long. I had this big show this weekend, and I was working, but I brought my computer, and I was editing for one of those days for like 6 hours, and I didn't even get done. I really want to keep this every Friday goal going, but at the rate of what I want to make these videos, I might have to switch that goal, or at least figure something out. But yeah, essentially, long story short, these videos take a while, and you guys seem to think they're entertaining to some extent, so I want to make sure I'm still delivering on that. I'm not going to just film me rambling on and making no sense, and that not at least helping you guys out along with how my brain processes things. And a lot of you guys, latest people coming in, are here for RuneScape, very clearly. And I want to deliver that to y'all, because honestly, being a RuneScape content creator, if I could get accepted into the circle, that would be awesome. So, fuck it, let's roll with it. But here's the thing. I can't deliver the fire cape right this second. Here's the thing. You just need something to chop trees in the background. So we're going to talk about the fire cape in this video, but it's not me getting the fire cape. So if that's what you came for, I'm going to make it worth it. I know you're there sitting and chopping a yew tree. So you sit, you watch this video, and you deal with it, okay? I know this community. This is the community I'm part of the most. I know how you guys act. The reason why I can't deliver the fire cape right this second is I'm about to go on a big ass trip. If y'all are new here, I am also a musician. I make music. That's kind of like what got me into all of this. But I started making videos, and that's really fun. That being said, next week I'm going to LA. I'm doing the cool stuff. I'll be doing a bunch of stuff up there, but the biggest thing is I'm going to try and share some of that with you guys. So if any of y'all want to see kind of the behind the scenes stuff next week, that's going to essentially be all that. Uploads may be like every day, it may be at the end of the week. Haven't figured that out yet. We're going to figure that out. I don't even know if this is going to come out before I'm there, but we shall see, we shall see. And then shortly after that, I'm also going to Alaska. And you're probably going to see that along the way too, so we'll see how that goes. And originally, when I was going to do this video tonight, the goal was to play and try and get a fire cape. But with all the packing, all the work, I haven't slept in like 2 weeks, guys. I am exhausted. But this is what I signed up for. So at the end of the day, I'm going to try my best to get these videos out once a week. If it's a little bit longer, that's why. I didn't realize how much of a workload these videos would be, but I love making them, and it seems like some of y'all do too. So today I'm going to talk about the fire cape.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Can't deliver you the actual me getting it. You clicked here, I'm going to still give you the fire cape. This video will not be me getting the fire cape. In fact, it's going to be mostly me talking. I may be able to splice in clips, but I'm just going to record me talking about the fire cape, and mostly the newbie perspective of me to the fire cape. So the reason I made this is I was trying to find an alternative, and I googled RuneScape fire cape in YouTube, and all I found was just guides. Like, no one's just sitting and talking about this thing, especially to new people coming in, because the fire cape, the fight caves, it's like this monumental task you feel like you have to do. And it sucks, bro. Say what you want about it being easy now. It is easy now because you guys have been doing it for so long. I started when I was a kid, and then when I came back, like, this game has always been AFK to me. Like, sailing right now is awesome because I can just throw on a fit, because I don't think there's like a sailing outfit that gives you, I don't know if that exists right now, but I like you just dress up, go on your boat, cast your salvage, watch a movie in the background. It's awesome, right? I just never have been one of those like max efficient grindy people. I don't know. I'm just not good at it. if you don't know the RuneScape Firecape, and even if you do, again, I know you cut and you trees, like, you love these history videos, but it's a 63 wave mini game where you battle these variety of enemies. Let me show you these enemies, because these piss me off, and it'll explain why the fight caves is so daunting of a task. First off, you got these little bats. Now, if you haven't realized, I'm going to scale it based off like the level that the monster is. This may be the smallest one, but he's a piece of shit. I hate him. I hate him. So this is the bat. He's got that combat level. When he hits you, he drains your prayer. Now, I talked about prayer a little bit in my last RuneScape video. So if you don't know what that is, go check it out. But essentially, in your prayers, you have this protection prayers that protect you from certain forms of attack. Like, it's an important thing. You need to have that up there. And this bat, like, you don't do much damage, but when he hits you, your prayer meter just goes down. It drains your prayer. So you have to one-shot these guys. Now, it's not that hard. Most of the time you end up doing it, but when you don't, because later on these things get stressful, it's a lot. So fuck this guy. Fuck the bat. Moving on to the Mr. Blob guy. Now, Mr. Blob guy, I'm gonna be honest with you, we chill. Like, he don't do much damage. He can. When you hit him, or when you kill him, he turns into 2 tiny blob guys. And again, not as much damage, smaller levels, but they're pretty easy to maintain. These, you're gonna love these guys after you go through your first fight cave. Alright, so those first 2, I talk shit on the bat. You know what, the bat can go in this extra high category. I hate the bat so much, so much. But anyway, now these are going to be the ones that you really needed to care about. So first one is the Ranger. He's like the most chadded up brick you've ever seen. Like, he is squared up. He does the range based attack. So when you get to him, you get to turn your prey range on. And honestly, you don't have to worry too much about it. But once you get to the part where you can't pray against him because there's another guy that is way worse, this is where things get a little spicy. Yeah, he can actually do some pretty serious damage if you're not praying up for him. So yeah, I don't like him either. Alright, this is the next one where I don't really mind him so much. So first off, he's the coolest looking one in the caves by far. He's like this edgy dragon knight thing. I don't even know what he is, but he looks cool. This is the meleeer. So he can only hit you up close. Later on, I'll talk about safe spotting, but kind of all you need to know about him right now is if you kind of figure out the strategy, he's normally not a big deal.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
But then when you mess up, he is kind of punishing. So, we're chill with him. You just gotta know him. Alright, now, as far as the basic enemies goes, this is the last one, but it makes the runs hard. So normally, if he wasn't here, you would just pray against range so the Mr. Brick guy don't hit you, and worry about the others a different way. But now this guy is here. This little lizard frog looking thing. This is the major. It hits you with another range attack, but now it's magic based. So because of that, I now got to switch my prayer to magic, because if I don't, I will die. The Ranger, you can take a few hits. Like, he hurts. You gotta take care of him quickly, but you'll take a few hits. The Major, you ain't praying magic. That's like 2 or 3 hits. You gone, bro. You are gone. And he is accurate. He's got so much health. So with these, all that I mentioned, before I get on to the final, the hard part, hard to believe this part is hard. I've gotten through this part. I've done this actually a few times. It's the last part, and we'll talk about that in a second. So throughout the waves, you essentially get one of the mobs I just talked about. It'll do that one by itself. It'll do that one in the bat, and then it'll do like 2 of each. Like, it scales essentially. The first few waves, it's not a big deal. Like, you just, take care of them quickly, kill those bats, murder them. Like, if you have a flamethrower, they're fire bats, so that's not really gonna help you. But get rid of them quick. But the blobs, like, you gotta take them out. But we big chillin'. It ain't a big deal. It ain't a big deal.
Smoke weed every day.
Then the Ranger comes in, and like I said, you're gonna proper prey range on. He's not gonna do too much. Again, you're just kind of chilling. All right. It's about where the meleeer comes in that the main idea of the fire cape really comes into play. Those first 3 rounds of mobs, like, you can kind of do it from wherever. Like, it doesn't matter as much. But when the meleeer comes in, this is where the strategy comes in. Let me introduce you to safe spotting. Now, safe spotting is exactly what it sounds like. It's a place I stand and I am safe. Essentially, RuneScape mobs, they don't like walls. They kind of get caught on like a corner and they're kind of stuck there. So if you position yourself in the right spot, nothing can come at you, and it's very helpful. So the meleeer, most of the time, especially as layers, you're never gonna pray against him. You can if like you're in a quick move and you pop it on really quickly, but essentially you just gotta safe spot him the whole time. In the fire caves, I keep saying fire caves, the fight caves. There's a location there. It's called Italy Rock. Looks like it. It's pretty good naming, I'm going to be honest with you. This is where most people just spend their whole time. They will stand on this side and shoot thing, then it'll come back around, and then they'll stay in this middle part, and they'll shoot things on both sides, and then sometimes they'll even come around here, but this one doesn't work as well. You really want to be on this side or right here. But yeah, the idea kind of from this point on is you're going to get things stuck so you can shoot the things that matter. And then in through this, you develop a process of elimination. You take care of the thing that can do damage to you. If it does damage to you, you should probably get rid of it pretty quickly. After that, then you deal with what you're praying against. I probably also didn't mention that stuff drains. You can bring stuff into your fight caves and replenish it, but once it's out, it's out. And later on in this, if it's gone, it's just you're gone. Yeah, so you have a set amount of inventory. You have 28 inventory spaces. You're going to want food, and you're going to want prayer, and sometimes raging potions, a switch. There's so many different ways you can jump into this. And I also should probably mention how you're probably going to be approaching this. You're going to be using range. Most of the time people use range in this. I know you can do melee. I don't think you can do magic. Let me know. But you're doing that with a range. You're doing it with a rune crossbow. You're doing it with a magic short bow, carols, whatever you got. You're doing it with a range. And so that's why this safe spotting, this process of elimination, this is why it matters. This is going to be your gameplay loop for this whole thing. Now, starting out that process of elimination, it's not too bad. It's manageable. As long as you're just praying that ranger, it's really not bad. You get really comfortable with that safe spot mechanic. Really running them laps. This is important. This is study this. Now, here comes the waves with the mages. They make this hard because I can't pray against the ranger anymore. It's no longer a thing I can do. I gotta pray against the toad guy. And so here comes where this gets stressful. Before I talk about that, did I also mention that when you go into these fight caves, it's a different place they spawn each time? Now, it is like a time-based thing, so you can jump in at one where you can really look at the waves and prep ahead of time, but I didn't know that until recently. So that kind of helps out, but the mage may spawn all the way over here, the ranger will spawn here, the meleeer will be here, and then you'll have the blobs and stuff here, and you're here. So you gotta make it like a chess game where you're the right place to go, and when your mobs are gonna get caught on others, it's a whole stressful chess game. I'm pretty sure when the fight caves were first put into the game, that wasn't how it was intended to go. I think they were just like, all right, if you that bad, you hop in here, you start throwing them hands. Max melee, let's see it fly. But dude, I've gotten through this part, but now this is where the stressful part comes into play. Introducing my boy, Jad. This is Jad. Jad has kicked my ass every time I've attempted him. So let me talk about Jad. So first off, Jad he's a big dude. He's got a lot of health. But there's something different about Jad. Jad can hit you with all 3 forms of attack. Up until this point, every single mob can only hit you with one type of attack. And you could, plan out based off what mob it was. But Jad, he can hit you with all 3. And first off, I'll say all the mobs that you were fighting for, they go away. It's just Jad. And you think, oh, that's easier. We're about to get there. So for the first part of the fight, Jad will either raise his dangly little hands up, and he'll shoot a fireball. And then sometimes he throws a little tantrum. Bam! And a rock will come off the sky. The dangly feet, The fireball, that's the magic attack. You gotta be praying magic against that. When he throws his little tantrum and a rock falls, that's his range attack. You gotta pray range. These attacks hurt. You can just straight up get one shot if you're not praying the right thing. So you don't want to mess with Jad, but we gotta. I'm getting that cape one way or another. So you gotta be switching your prayer. Now here's the thing about switching prayer. RuneScape is run on a thing called the tick system. Now what the tick system is the game cycles through an action or whatever every tick. I think it's like 0.06 seconds. I don't know how long it is. Essentially, like it's like it's choppy, but there's a metronome to it. I think it's 100 beats per minute. So some people will literally be playing 100 beats per minute songs just so they can click on time. I don't know. I don't have a perfect beat, whatever the actual tempo is. But in doing that, you have to switch your prayer on the right tick that Jad attacks and protect the right thing. And if you successfully do that, you take no damage, and you can just start shooting with a crossbow or a bow or whatever you're going to do. Now, up until this point as well, keep in mind, you've done 62 waves
of bullshit.
I haven't done it in a while, but it took me about 45 minutes to an hour to get to Jad. So imagine you're playing a game, you got to be focused, locked in for an hour. Now keep in mind, I play this game while watching movies. I don't pay attention. You guys PVMs so sweaty. I want to be you so bad, but I just can't. I'm bad. And so you're asking one of those players to lock in for an hour. You get to this boss, or if you make one mistake, you're cooked. People in the comments were talking about Jad hands. I've never heard of that term, but I've had Jad hands. I know what it is, but I've never heard that term, so I'm glad that's a thing. But I'm Jad hands, like you're so anxious when you get there that you don't want to make a mess up, and then you ultimately mess up. I'm a drum teacher. I literally teach this all the time. I'm just like, if you think about what you're going to play, you're going to fuck it up more. You just kind of keep your mind closed. And so part of what makes Jad hard, Jad don't fight fair. So let's say you overcome your Jad hands, you're switching prayers, you're kicking his ass. When he gets to half health, he's a little bitch and will cry for help. And he brings in these final mobs. These are the little healers. I hate these guys. I think the very first time I attempted the fight caves, I think the first time I just straight up died. I started prayer switching. The second time I got to Jad, prayer switches were on point. I was switching. No one could stop me. And then these fuckers show up, and I just got clapped again. I think I've attempted the fight caves maybe 4 or 5 times. I just need to keep trying more. But I play an Iron Man. Getting resources is hard. But what these guys do is they will just straight up heal his ass. So the strat when you get to this part and he gets to have health and these guys come out is you one by one attack them and get them lured to you. Because once you attack them once, they'll start trying to fuck you up. Keep in mind, while you're pinging them, you also have to be switching your prayer. And if your prayer's getting low, you have to use a potion to make sure it refills. Also, these little healers, they do damage, bro. They hurt. They gang up on you. They be biting your ankles. You just kick them away. I hate them and the bats, bro. I hate them the most.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
And so you can either kill them or you can just tag them onto you and you just tank the damage. And again, they hurt, but you can do it. And then you gotta either continue fighting Jad or you have to kill these little healers and then go kill Jad some more. Keep in mind, they're healers. Depending on how long it take to do it, he may be back to full health. Bullshit. People that say this is easy, you're wrong. So to sum up the fight caves, you're just getting fucked up for 62 waves, and then this big tank walks in and just can destroy you. And then the little healers come out, you beat the healers, you beat him, and then you get the fire cape. Fire cape offers really great stats, but it's mostly a symbol that you were able to accomplish that, and it is hard. So yeah. And then if you complete all that, you get the fire cape, and you can be seen as not a noob at this game anymore. This is a piece of content that came out in 2005. There probably should be no reason I can't beat it at this point. But that's the thing. I just haven't yet. I'm going to. I am destined to be one of you guys, so I just gotta do it. But I don't know. I feel like when I first wanted to attempt the fire capes, like everyone made it seem like it was a super easy task and it's like completing Jad for dummies. You're a fucking idiot if you can't beat this thing. This video, and probably what I'm going to make in between until I can actually beat the fire caves, is just what it's like for us that suck at this game. What's our opinion on it? Yeah, I think the next one I would talk about is Dragon Slayer. I gotta do, or Dragon Slayer 2. I gotta beat that one. But you know what, fuck it. I may even do one about Dragon Slayer. Elvarg. There are plenty of stories I could tell you about her. So I will be getting the fire cape. So what's my plan to defeat this? These are the stats I'm working with. I know some of y'all see that and we're like, bro, you haven't beaten a fire cave with that stat. I know. As far as resources go, I've been doing the Hollowed Sepulchre. I've got the prayer potions. I don't really have ranging potions, but I could probably figure out how to get some. I probably have all the means to do it. My range level could be better. I'm going to try and get that up to 80 before I actually complete it. So, this is what I will be doing for the foreseeable future. It's not very exciting, but I feel like with all those stats, I could actually attempt the fight caves, and that's my goal. We're gonna complete the fight caves. I will release a whole video on that, but again, the recording software is just not there. I'm trying to figure that out. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna let you know I'm gonna be hitting these crabs, and I'm not gonna make you sit there and watch me hit these crabs like I have to. But I will be attempting these fight caves soon, Jad. I will get my cape. But in the meantime, I have to hit a crab. So, to wrap up this video, I just wanted to again give my perspective on a RuneScape topic from a not very skilled player. I feel like those are the videos I always resonate most with. There's just people that are just like, yeah, I play the game and we just kind of see what happens.
This is going to be maybe the dumbest thing I've ever done. And that's saying something, because I've done a lot of dumb things. We are going to step on every single tile in RuneScape.
But yeah, again, huge shout out, guys, to all the people that supported on the RuneScape videos and all the other videos. And a lot of the comments were just like people in the community just like, welcome, a friendly face. So at the end of the day, I am one of y'all. I like to skill and watch YouTube videos about a game. I've heard the story a million times. This is a fun game and I love the community, and hopefully you guys will accept me. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up this video. The fight cave video will be coming out, and again, videos are going to be weird these next couple weeks. Same with on the shorts. I know some of y'all are finding me in this form, but those are also going to be kind of weird, more vlogish style. Same here on the long forms. We back to the full screen. Let's go. Yeah, so videos are going to be weird the next couple weeks, but then after I get back and we get back in the swing of things, let's do the RuneScape videos. I'll probably have it figured out by then. But in the meantime, enjoy chopping your trees, fishing your things, running your bosses, hitting the crab. If you see me in game, that's my name. Yeah, I do the X's thing because someone took Liam, okay? I don't care, make fun of me. But if you see me out in the scape world, that's where I am. I'll probably be fighting crabs, so come say hi to me. And with that, guys, I'm going to wrap up this episode of Lee Speaks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. More RuneScape videos coming soon. Also, let me know down below, like, even if you're here from RuneScape, do you want to see other videos? Do you want to see me talk about random stuff? I posted last talking about Pokemon, if that's anything you're interested in. But in the meantime, it seems like RuneScape's what you like, and unless I hear otherwise, I'll probably just keep releasing some of that stuff. But not just that, you'll get occasional stuff. I'm gonna get bored. I've been getting into playing bass a lot more lately. My interests will change. So, but yeah, let me know what you want to see. We'll see how this goes. Go get that fucking fire cape, nerds.